Alright, hey, what's up everyone? So in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building out all the functions for our home class. And this will be, creating all the functionality for our buttons on the screen. And we're also going to be including the HTTP request as a function. And we're going to be parsing that information, parsing the JSON response, and we're going to set it to the result text. So that's exactly what we're going to do now, but I realized we had an error in our splash screen. Well, not an error, but we forgot to write a bit of code, and that's the image. So if you didn't see an image in your splash screen, this is the reason why. It's because we haven't added our image. So make sure you set the image parameter to image.asset, and then go grab the image that we dragged and dropped. So that's assets and then notepad.png. All right, so now we're going to see an image on our splash screen. So the next thing we're going to work on is building the functions similar to the last functions that we built in the last app. So we're going to have a pick image function and a get image from gallery function. So let's do exactly that. But before we do that, we need to set a couple variables. So the first one will be a loading variable. So if we're loading, then show this screen, else show our result. And that's similar to all of the other apps that we built. So yeah, so I'm sure you guys are familiar with what that's going to do. The next one is our image variable. So this is going to act as a global variable for our image, so we can display it whenever we want. So we'll just set that to file, but we have to make sure we import .io into our file. And the next thing we're going to do is set the picker variable. So this is going to pick our image for us, and we're going to set it equal to picker. And we don't have image picker installed. So all right, so we just import that, and then finally we're going to have a string variable, which is going to be a result text. And for now, we're going to say fetching response ... All right, so that's it for the variables. Now, the next thing we're going to do is do our pick image function. So to do that, we'll do pick image async and then open parentheses, and then we'll do var image equals await picker.get image, and then the source is going to be our camera, image source.camera. All right, cool. Now the next thing we're going to do a check. So if image is equal to null, then we will return null. All right, simple enough. And then we're going to set the state of a couple variables. So the first one will be image, and this is going to be equal to file image.path. So we're going to be getting the path of this image variable. So whatever image the user selected, we're going to be storing it into this variable. And then with this variable, we'll be able to display it wherever we want in the app. Now, the next thing we're going to do is set the loading variable to false, since we just picked the image. Now, the next thing we want to do is we're going to create a variable, but we'll do that after. We're going to fetch the response with this image. But we're going to work on that after. Now, what we can do is just copy and paste this to get the gallery image. So pick gallery image. All right, and then instead of the source being .camera, we're going to set this to gallery, and that should work. Now, the next thing we're going to work on is getting the response. So this is going to be an HTTP request to this website called Red Hat OpenShift. So we're going to go onto this platform, and we're going to find the HTTP API, and from there we're going to get a request, send our image, and receive the response. So that's exactly what we're going to do in the next lecture, and I'll see you guys there.